And now for health tips this holiday season, we're joined by registered dietitian and nutritionist Cindy Chan Phillips. Cindy, good to see you again. I feel like it's not uncommon for some people to feel sluggish or bloated after a holiday, especially after indulging in a bit more food than necessary. Can you just tell us what is happening to our bodies if that is the case, and how do we get back to feeling normal?
Well, happy holiday, Don. What would holidays be without the traditional family dinners and yummy treats, right? So yes, you're right. A lot of people are struggling with maybe extra few pounds and the feeling of sluggishness, as you said. But the good news is that most of the treats that we enjoy during the holidays are high in sugar and high in salt. Both sugar and salt make our body retain water. So the weight, the number on the scale, many of those pounds are likely due to water weight. So after the holidays, when you resume your normal routine, your body, your water weight, you should see your water weight go away. But let me just point out a very common mistake that I see among my followers and among women I talk to is that many of them try to get rid of the post-holiday pounds by overcompensating in restricting their calories. Now, this is a wrong way to go, because what happens is if you do salad during the day, salad at night, you get hungry and you find yourself going back to the kitchen when your family sleeps. And that goes against your goal of losing weight. You find yourself ended up in a spiral of binge. But I also want to have you think about this. Now, why would we easily gain weight from just having a piece of apple pie or pumpkin pie or extra servings of turkey? Why would our body gain weight so easily? Maybe it's not the calories. Let's flip the script. Maybe it's because we let our body get too weak in our metabolism. Our metabolism is our ability to turn food into energy that you feel as opposed to storing as body fat. But there are several things that you can do easily that can help you overcome that. And I'm going to share with you 3 things you can do in your nutrition, in your exercise, and also in your lifestyle as well. Number 1, after the holidays, just go back to your diet, focus on protein. Reach for 20 to 25 grams of protein for each meal. For example, have a palm size of grilled steak sliced over a bed of salad. That's your 20-25 grams of protein. Protein helps you stay full and also support your metabolism. And it also makes your exercise a lot more effective in weight loss. Now, number 2, I know a lot of people think about, well, I got to spend an extra half an hour on a treadmill or maybe push myself extra hard on a cardio to burn more calories. I totally understand that, Dawn, because we've been conditioned saying that in order to lose weight, you have to burn more calories and fewer calories. Now, the government guideline is that we should aim for 150 minutes per week in moderate to intense exercise. What does that mean? That means you can still carry on a conversation, but barely. Or 75 minutes a week of intense activity. That is, you cannot carry on a conversation. So if you want to lose weight, you might increase the number of minutes to 300 minutes. But I want to say that it's not about looking at the display on the treadmill, how many calories you burn. It's more about aiming to boost your metabolism, and muscle is very important. So make sure that you change up your exercise routine and include resistance and strength training. For example, working with weights, using your body as the weight, such as squats, plank, or sit-up. They all help. But I want also to add, make sure after the holidays are over, you practice self-care and get yourself 7 to 8 hours of sleep that will help you normalize your hormones and help you with the weight loss.
Okay, well, Cindy, that is a very comprehensive answer. in that single response, you answered like a handful of my questions that I was thinking of. Okay, I have this question as well. You know, what do you do if you get that urge to eat unhealthy food sometimes? And I'm going to be honest with you, I do get those urges sometimes. What do we do?
It's very common, Don. Look, after the holiday, you're going to have a counter full of cookie tin and gifts and cake from your neighbors, right? So I think the important thing is I'm going to share two things with you. Number one is, as I said, make sure that you have enough protein at your meals. The protein helps you stay full and help you feel satisfied. A lot of time, the craving is really the hunger in the mind. We just feel that we haven't eaten. And a lot of time because our meals are deficient in protein. Number two is just give yourself a little pause. And if you find yourself the urge, particularly around 11 p.m., if you find yourself going back to the kitchen, just check with yourself, am I hungry? Am I hungry? So just giving yourself 1 minute or 2 minute pause will help you control the intensity of the cravings. And look, we're holidays here. It only comes around once a year. So let's enjoy the piece of cookie. Let's enjoy a piece of cheesecake. Because after all, food creates memory. And that makes us happy. You know what? You can lose weight easier when you are happy, not the other way around. But practice those tips that we just shared. You will find that you will go from getting stuck to feeling energized, keeping your weight off, and still enjoy what you eat and eat what you love.
Yeah, that is really positive advice, Cindy. Can I just ask you one more thing here? Do you recommend having let's say, normal size to a larger size dinner versus a smaller size dinner? What do you recommend?
I would recommend it's going for a normal size dinner, not oversized dinner. Here is why. Many people get 60% of the calories from one meal. And guess what that meal is? That's dinner. Right? We skip breakfast, we kind of get by through lunch, and then we sit down and have our big dinner. No, you want to spread it out. In fact, you don't want to have a majority of your calories at dinner because you know what? When we sleep, our digestion goes down, so just not as healthy. So aim for protein in the morning. Aim for a normal, maybe a turkey wrap for lunch. And aim for, as I said, you can have a grilled chicken over a bed of salad or a bowl of chili for dinner. So spread out your protein amount through 3 meals. That's the key.
Well, all right, Cindy, thank you for talking to us about this. You know, personally, I'm guilty of having larger size dinners. Maybe I should reconsider after hearing your advice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.